Hey, what's going on, you degenerates of the lesser internet? Welcome back to my living room. I erased my last video. My 4-second one. My 5-second one. Replacing it with this one. I do videos here on this channel talking about my personal life, the weird stories and predicaments I get into, and every once in a while I'll do an update on something a little bit more serious. Sometimes because I think it's good content, sometimes I think it's interesting or funny, mostly. Other times, I don't know. Today is not a video that I want to make, but I figured I'd make it anyway. Alright, so my last video, it was a 5-second video titled, "Do I have cancer? Yes/no?" ? And it was a 5-second video of me just looking at the camera and saying no. And I do not have cancer, which is great. I do have something else, though. I'm sure you could guess what it is based on how much of a fat ass I am, but anyway, so I went to the doctor. It was time. I didn't have a primary health doctor. I do have health insurance, so thank Christ. If you're middle-aged, or not even middle-aged, just get health insurance. Get health insurance. If you don't have a high-paying job that supports health insurance, get on your parents' health insurance. Get on your spouse's health insurance. Get health insurance because shit is expensive. And go to the fucking doctor. I wish I could have gone to the doctor a couple years ago. Things might have been a little different. So I go to the doctor, and he's pretty cool. I'm joking with him and everything. And of course, you know, like an idiot, I tell him that I have a porn site. Okay, so it goes like this. I meet someone, like a doctor, or, you know, I go wherever, someone in a professional setting, and all the time, every time, they have to. I don't know what it is about society that does this, but, you know, if you meet someone for the first time, they always gotta ask, what do you do? It's like, do you really give a fuck? I lay fucking brick. I fucking work at a convenience store. Not everyone's a goddamn doctor, okay? What do you do for a living? Why? You gonna be my sugar daddy? What the fuck? I've always hated that. That might be it. That just might be me personally, but... So, of course, here it comes. What do you do for a living? I work at home. Oh, what kind of work? I'm webmaster of... I manage a website. Oh, cool. Tech. Like a tech website? Sometimes, it depends who it is. Sometimes I go, yeah, a video game website. Or sometimes I'll say, yeah, I'm on YouTube, but I'm not earning no fucking money on here, right? So I'm in there in the doctor's office, and he's a doctor, trying to impress a little bit. My subconscious is working on me a little bit, you know, what do you do and stuff. I felt compelled to tell him, you know, what I make a little bit of money on. I tell him, it's a porn site. And he's like, oh. He's cool. He was cool about it. He got all jazzed up and shit, and he was telling me stories about his friend who sends him porn and stuff like that. And things that, you know, his wife doesn't like him looking at and shit like that. He was totally fucking cool. He was an older guy. Not too old, maybe 15 or 20 years older than me, which is ancient, because I'm old. But no, he looked good for his age, though. He was a Latin gentleman. I don't know if he was Mexican or like Cuban or whatever, but I don't think he was Mexican. He was a little darker than your average Mexican. I don't know what country he was from exactly, but he was Latin. Um, Good fellow, good fellow. So he's looking me over and stuff. I show him the fucking shit on my leg. Alright, so this thing ain't cancer. Do you see it? Where is it? Right here. That's not a mole. You can't really see it really on the camera all that much, but it's pretty gnarly. So he looks at it, he's like, yeah, that's not cancer. He says it's an ingrown hair that got clogged, and fucking it like blows the skin out. It's literally just scar tissue that's ballooned out until it stabilized. So although that, he didn't do any tests or anything, but that put a sigh of relief on me. He looked things over, he asked me some questions, and he ordered a blood work done. So that was a whole thing. Their machine was down that processes it, so they couldn't do it there. I don't know why they couldn't have drawn my blood right there and right then and just sent it off. I don't know, but I had to drive way down to the next city over and fucking go in there. I go in there at 4 p.m. I just dropped in there to make an appointment, right? And I dropped in there, oh my God, just the modern healthcare system. Especially like in a sanctuary city. Well, technically, it's not a sanctuary city. It was I had to drive out to Burien, which is okay. So Seattle's a sanctuary city. I had to drive out to Burien. So here's how it works. I don't know if you knew this. Every county there's a name for it. There's a proper name for it. But it is a city. Every county in every state in almost every single county has a city which is the designated service spot. Services, like healthcare services, free services, government assistance, shit like that. So the government, this is how you know like governments are evil. Especially here in like a blue state. So the Democrats all came together and they're like, okay, we're going to have all the government run facilities, all the homeless shelters, all the health clinics, all the drug clinics, all the mental health places, all the libraries and all that shit. The hot spots for crime and drug addicts and stuff like that. All these people. They have the idea, instead of dotting them around everywhere, having some, drug crime over here, having, some homeless people over here, having, the kids and the gangs over here. Instead of that, what they do is they do it all in one place. So, to sweep everything under the rug, have everything condensed. So the crime and the homeless and the ne'er-do-wells, so they don't spread to the other cities. So what they do is they have all of those services in one city. And that city here in King County, Washington, is Burien. Burien is notorious for being a shithole. I think it was last year someone got hacked up by a machete. I think the story is someone was harassing someone and a good Samaritan said, "Hey, stop that." And it was a Mexican kid. He straight up grabbed a machete and hacked the shit out of him in an alley. Yeah, there's all sorts of crimes, things that don't get reported and everything. And they don't do anything about it either. I know a guy who lives with his parents. They live in Burien, and their parents call the police on him every single day. And not for petty stuff. It used to be, I'm sure that's part of the problem, but I'm talking like full-on assault punching people in the face, throwing weights at them, putting them in the hospital, breaking shit, like setting the house on fire. Full on fucking assault and everything. And the cops get called on him daily, sometimes by his parents, sometimes by the neighbors if he's getting too loud and out of control. They live right by a park, and the people at the park get concerned too because he screams. And police get called on him daily. Police come out there, don't ever do anything. I thought it was a policy that if there's a domestic dispute, they got to take someone away. They never take him to jail. I think he went once because he like flipped out while they were there. He was like assaulting the police officer. And that's when they do something. Oh, we came out here for the 10th time in 7 days and we're not going to do anything, even though I could see bruises all over your mom and your grandma, and we're not going to do anything ever, but you touch us and call us a name, then we're going to take you in. Anyway, my whole point is they don't do anything. Cops get called there all the fucking time. They don't do anything. They don't fucking do anything. All the services are in the same fucking city. They are. Anyway, almost every county has one of these cities where all the services, all the service buildings are in the same location. If you think, just think, which city in my county is the shithole? Oh yeah, the clinic's there, the this, the that, yeah. That's it. There you go. Anyway, that's where I went. I had so I went in there, stood in line. It was a short line. Stood in line to make an appointment because I didn't want to call. I was in the area. I think I was going to Jersey Mike's. Oh man, that place is great. No more Jersey Mike's. No more Jersey Mike's for me. I went to make an appointment, and the bitch said, "Oh, we don't make appointments. It's walk-in only." I'm like, "That's great. There's a fucking line as long as my dick over there. I want to make an appointment and come back another day because I don't want to waste hours of my life waiting in line. Can you make an appointment for me, please?" And I didn't say it like that, but that's what I was thinking. "Oh, no, we don't make appointments. Can you just pencil me in, for Christ's sake?" Wouldn't do it. So I came back the following Monday, and I got in when they opened at 6 a.m. I got there at like 5:45. I was hoping it would be... I must have looked like a drug addict or something trying to break in, because I was up there, and the doors wouldn't open. I'm like, looking in there and shit. It's dark. It's like, okay, they're not in there. Light's coming from this other door over there, so I go over there, and the door wouldn't open. I'm like trying to pry it a little bit. Maybe I'm thinking like maybe there's someone in there just kind of hiding out. They haven't opened everything up yet. I'm gonna try to get. I go around back, see if I could like slip in the employees' place. I was super impatient. I am very impatient. I'm like, go! Fucking go! So for 15 minutes, I'm prowling around there. The people who are just getting in are like, I could see them waiting in their cars on their cell phones and shit, watching me. I'm like, okay, they're going to call the cops. I better just go back and chill. So I go back in my car and I chill. Someone goes in. I get out of my car and follow them right in to mug them. Now I go in there, make my appointment. I'm there for maybe 10 minutes. Pee in a cup, get 4 giant vials of blood drawn from a needle this fucking long. There was like this much sticking out of my arm. It was just like the good old days. But, you know, they were taken instead of... Well, no, it was taken from me then, too. Got my blood drawn. And then I wait for the results. No one called. I called. They said to come on in. So I came on in. Then the bitch told me that she couldn't legally tell me the information. And to make an appointment with my doctor. So I make another appointment with my doctor for the very next day. It is now the following Friday. And yeah, I go in there and he tells me I got diabetes. Diabetes! I'm one of those motherfuckers now. Not the good kind, not the good diabetes. The bad diabetes. I have to do everything short of taking insulin. I don't have to take insulin, thank Christ. But other than that, the whole shebang. I can't eat shit. I can't eat shit. I can't even eat the things that are good for you that I like. Fruit. No, I can't even eat fruit. I can't have any sort of grains. Even if it's like low carb and no sugar, because it still has enough carbs in it. I can't eat any carbs. No breads, no grains. That means no sandwiches, no cereal, no pasta. No pasta. Nothing. Can't go to Jersey Mike's. Can't get a burger. Can't get fries. No potatoes. No cereal. I love cereal. Fucking, I would be getting like Honey Nut Cheerios and shit. Having a small bowl in the morning with some milk. Kind of healthy for you, you know? Can't do that. So on top of the carbs, no sugar either. And that means like things like fruit and cream, coffee creamer, and even the more natural shit I've been fucking getting. So we had to go to the store, me and Stacy, and we got a bunch of shit for my new diet. Protein and fiber is good for you. A lot of vegetables. It is what it is. So mentally I've just been like, you know, I guess I'm just not going to enjoy that, and then so I'm just treating mealtime as just something I gotta do, like a chore. No enjoyment at it at all. But it's been about a week and a half of my new diet. It's going. I can't even eat like I used to either. I can't eat, 3 meals a day or anything like that. I have to constantly eat. So with diabetes, if you didn't already know, the way I understand it, and I'm oversimplifying it as well, we have a range of bodily sugars. The way they described it is on a scale of 1 to 10. The good range is, I believe, in between 6 and 10. That's our blood sugar range. If it's too high, say 11, that's high blood sugar. You don't want that. If you don't have enough sugar in your body and it's below 6, that's low blood sugar. You don't want that. Everybody has this range, but for individuals such as myself, we're hypersensitive. It's really, real easy for our bodies to kick us out of the range. I could eat the exact same thing as you, you'd be fine. But I would be too high or too low. If it's too low, you gotta eat sweet. You gotta eat sweet shit. That's why, people have like hard candy in their purse or pocket or whatever to pop if their blood sugar gets too low. It's better for it to be high than it is low. High is like stroke territory. Low is like, coma territory. So I've never been in a coma before. Never been in a coma yet. But I will say that this does explain a lot of my health issues and problems I have been having lately. Burning feet and toes due to lack of circulation. I get the sweats and I get cold. Massive fatigue. The last time I've been pretty fatigued lately. Last time I felt fatigued like this is when I was hitting the drugs pretty hard and I needed a fix. Like, I would go like a day without, doing what I do. I'll just say it, shooting up. It is what it is. I'll go like a day without shooting up, and my God, it's so tired. so jittery, so gross feeling. The last time I felt like this was back then. So like 15 years ago. That's how I've been feeling. That's how I've been feeling. And trust me when I say I've been drug free. I gotta be on medication. I got this $200 a bottle medication with only 28 pills in it. Like I said, insurance. It didn't cost me 200, but my God. And yeah, I just need to exercise more. So see that box over there? We bought an exercise bike. We got a pretty good deal on it. So I've been meaning to go out. I go out and I take walks and stuff, but walks ain't cutting it. You know, I lift some push-ups, some planking. You know, I have a really good upper body. I have a pretty good upper body. I know I got a little bit of tits here, but I got a pretty good upper body. My shoulders and neck and arms. I'll fuck you up. Fuck around and find out. But my gut, of course. My gut. Legs, lower body. Got some thigh problems going on here. Like I have like this weird like fat chick thigh flappy thing on my legs going on, which is kind of new. I don't know what that's all about. But yeah, my lower body ain't so good. And walks ain't cutting it. So this exercise bike will be a pretty good thing. But yeah, that's about it. I got diabetes. Everything but insulin. I don't need to take insulin. I probably will if, you know, I keep going bad, but it can be regulated. He said it could be regulated, and that's what I plan on doing. It just sucks. It just sucks. I never thought I'd be... I guess it's like a... I always thought it was like for like fat people and people who don't take care of themselves and shit like that. Like my wife has an aunt who is now deceased. She was big girl, had diabetes, and she tells me all the time that she never took care of herself. That, you know, she's not supposed to do this and not supposed to do that, and she just did it anyway. And literally, like, 4 years after she was diagnosed, she died because she just fucking couldn't fucking keep her goddamn hand out of the cookie jar. Literally. I ain't going out like that. I ain't gonna be one of those motherfuckers. I ain't gonna be one of those motherfuckers. So yeah, that's what I got. And it's just been tough. You know, it doesn't really matter what the thing is. You know, some people get cancer. Some people get diabetes. Some people don't have a medical thing at all. Sometimes a family member of theirs dies. They lose a loved one, or, you know, their car gets stolen, or anything. It doesn't matter what the thing is in their life. Anything could be life-changing. It all depends on what the person's routine is, what their income is, their living situation, what they have access to, what they like, what they don't like. Certain things affect others different ways. There's totally people that this will affect and kill them. I suppose, like my wife's grandmother, sorry. I keep saying aunt. Her grandmother on her dad's side, I think it was. Apparently, I mean, she was older and she was set in her ways, and this killed her. This literally killed her. This ain't gonna kill me, but it is pretty life-changing. Doesn't matter what the thing is. Some things can fuck your shit up. This might not affect anyone else that much, but this is definitely gonna fuck my shit up. I've never been this huge eater. Yeah, my portion sizes were a little bit larger than normal. I don't eat the healthiest, but, you know, I try to just cut down the sugars and cut out the fat as best as I can. Doesn't help me when my wife substitutes milk for cream in everything she cooks and, you know, doubles the butter because it tastes better. Fuck, she makes some good food, though. She makes the best fettuccine. It's literally cream and butter and onions and garlic and butter. It's so fucking good. Ridley Doo-Doo's concerned. Are you concerned, Doo-Doo? But yeah, this is fucking my shit up. It's just not a good feeling that, you know, I'm getting older, man. I'm getting older. I'm almost 40. I literally have diabetes. It sucks. Just, I mean, I'm not that. I'm fat, but I'm not obese. There's a difference. You know, I've seen obese people, huge people that are just huge. Like, our landlord. She's a nice lady. She's a nice lady. She's older. She's about 10 years older than me. She's huge. I would call her obese. She's older than me. She's big. Maybe she has it. I don't know. No, she doesn't. She definitely fucking doesn't. Because she's been like that ever since I've known her. I've known her for about 10 years now. If she was eating right, she would slim way down. She doesn't have diabetes. You know, you think it's for the people like that. People that treat their bodies like that. I haven't been treating my body the best. But I've been treating it with enough care to where I didn't think I'd get diabetes, at least not, you know, in my 30s. I know I'm almost 40, but I'm literally in my 30s. Yeah, it sucks. Ow, are you biting me? Stop biting me. He's giving me little love bites. Anyway, I got the laundry on. I gotta go switch the laundry. But yeah, just giving you guys an update, a little bit more in depth. It, obviously, more complicated than do I have cancer, yes or no? No, I don't. Yeah, they checked my levels. I got some pee problems too. Diabetes. Fatigue. Diabetes. Sweating. Other things. Diabetes. A lot of these could be contributed to that. And I will say, after about a week or so of eating almost no sugar, I still put a little creamer in my coffee. Once I'm done with this, I'm going to switch to straight up cream. No sugar at all. I gave away my cereals and some of my juices. It's going to be water all the way. Every once in a while I'll have a glass of milk, but no juice, no soda whatsoever. Nothing, no sugar. And also, since, you know, carbs are turned into sugar after you eat them, no carbs either, no breads, nothing like that. I gotta watch everything. It's plain oatmeal. Plain oatmeal. No salt in there, no sugar, no butter. Veggies. I don't like vegetables, no one does. Some people do, but I gotta pick and choose. Cucumbers, green bell peppers, broccoli. I like that shit. Well, I can tolerate that shit, but they say citrus fruits are okay because when you have juice, they filter out like the fibers and everything, and the fiber binds with to the natural sugars in fruit, so it's less impactful. The sugar doesn't affect you as much. So it's always better to eat whole fruits instead of like juice or something like that. If you ever wondered why that is, that's the reason why. Is because it's the fiber in the fruit itself that binds the sugars. So your body doesn't have to deal with it as harshly. That's the reason why whole fruits are better for you. But there's some fruits that are like super bad for you. In general, fruits aren't that good for you, but some of them are okay. Citrus fruits are okay. So I got some oranges, eggs, a lot of eggs, beans, for Christ's sake, beans, cans of beans. Fish. We just went and bought a bunch of fish. I like fish every once in a while. Like once a month, I'll get like a fish sandwich somewhere, but man, they couldn't be like, oh, you're on a steak diet. You are on a fucking fettuccine pasta diet. Man, bullshit, man. Fucking bullshit. Anyway, that's all this fat ass has to say. It's been a good half an hour. I better get. Anyway, wish me luck. Appreciate yous. Peace the fuck out, bitches. I got shit to do. Thanks for listening.